Villagers. Look at this army of babies we have. This,
So many.
they're so good. These two just grew up. Like there were so many. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another episode of CreatureCraft. Today in this episode, we have some things to do. One is going to be working with some villagers. We're gonna work with villagers in this episode, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more of that in the next. But let me get on to. My name is Egg Orbit, and we are back on CreatureCraft. Sorry about interrupting the video right here, but I'd just like to do a little disclaimer. You may see in my video a few times there may be like my controls, because I do play on iPad, and I have a resource pack that I use that gets rid of those, but I forgot to add it in scenes for this video, so sometimes you may see those in there. I'll try to do better to remove those because I know they're really annoying. So most scenes don't have those, but a few scenes you may see those pop up. So that's just a disclaimer. Let's continue. So, I haven't really done anything much while in between episodes. I've kind of just started this episode now. I just posted my old episode like 30 minutes ago. So, yeah. I also want to mention, I killed a rabbit. It's sad. I killed a rabbit. I was just walking. I was like, oh, rabbit. And I punched it to death. And I felt bad, so... let's get on with this episode. So I have a friend on the server named Adam. He started some villagers. You didn't really hear him in the last episode. I didn't really do any other people talking. I kind of just did an episode with me. This episode, or definitely we're gonna have other people in it, because we're going to be making some villagers. We're going to be getting 50. So here's the story. Adam had some villagers, and he was just like doing some villaging, and I was like, okay, I don't want to have competition. I don't really want to have competition with someone, and they just get all big and annoying and all that stuff. So, and I mean, it's a multiplayer server. So I decided, I talked to Adam at school, and I was like, want to build a villager empire. So he was like, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get 50 villagers, which if you've ever done anything with villagers, that's a lot of villagers. We're going to get 50 villagers to start out with, and we're going to get tons of librarians, tons of the ones that use the brain stand. We're going to get tons of every villager. We're going to have basically every villager, so that we can have all optimized diamonds in the end, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to get a lot of enchantment books, armor and stuff, and then we're going to make an armor and like enchantment book shop where you can... How close is that island? Has that island been there the whole time? I didn't realize that. Enchantment book shop where like you can either buy enchantment books or you can buy armor and things that are fully enchanted. So, fish, yes. So that's kind of cool. But to get all these villagers, we need to get beds and bread. Adam already has a stack of bread. We're gonna need more bread, but we can get more of that in villages using hay. And if you're interested, the villager place where Adam and me are gonna do our villagers is over by his base, because we have a few villages around us. But the thing is, I was trying to find a village in between us, and I couldn't find one. They were either mine or like all the way over here. He's all the way over there, so all the villagers were over there, and like no, it didn't really work out. So I was just like, you already have a village really close to you. You've already used some of the villagers from it. Let's just use that. So that's what we're doing. We are going to use some villagers over at his base. Okay, guys, so we are making our way to Adam's base so we can start building the box that we're going to do all of our village stuff in. with our villagers. We need to build the box, and then we're gonna move some villagers in there and then start breeding them. So we're gonna head there. Hello guys, it's Editing Egg in Orbit here, and I would just like to mention we have done some nether portal stuff. I didn't record much of it really at all, so I'm just doing this little overlay here. I would just like to explain what's happening in the nether. So I just came from Ashton's portal. I just helped Ashton hook that one up. And then when we come up here, there's going to be a tunnel to the right, and that's going to lead to Adam's base. And then ahead of it's going to be the portal to my base. The reason we have these portals is because we have so much distance to cover in the overworld. See, there's Adam's tunnel right down there. We have so much distance to cover in the overworld. The nether just makes it so much easier, because if you didn't know, every 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, so it makes transporting 8 times faster. We also needed the nether to get blaze rods to make weakness potions. In the end of this episode, we did actually get to the nether fortress, but my recording got messed up a little bit, and I just kind of forgot to record. I'm really sorry. So we didn't get to the nether fortress in the end. We died a lot, but we made a whole bridge and got to and then we had like a whole way of getting to the fortress. I'll show you guys some footage in a moment, but I never had any footage of me actually killing all the blaze. I was so focused and forgot to record, so I'm really sorry. But I'll show you guys some footage of getting to the fortress, and then we're gonna head over to villagers. Guys, I just was mining the nether, trying to hook up some portals, because that's what we're going to be doing for a little while. I'm trying to hook up some portals for the nether, because we need to hook up these portals. So I had a ton of stuff. My obsidian, I had a diamond pickaxe, I had a shield and armor and lots of stuff, and it all got burned in lava. Everything else. So we're back now to this. I'm gonna get some more gear, and I'm gonna keep hooking up the portals. Yeah. Okay, so here is a little video of part of our nether. You guys will see, so there's like 3 stages. So you go down the nether tunnel, and then there's a hole that pops out into the nether. You go across like a bridge over a lava pool, head into the blue forest, through the blue forest, and then you get to this biome, where you go over through this a little bit, and then you find the fortress. So it's not like really far away, but we did die a good couple times trying to get to it. In the end we did. I didn't get any footage. Here's the bridge right here. You saw some magma cubes. We're in this biome. This is the tunnel we were heading down earlier, and then you hit this, and then the bridge comes up, and then you go into the blue forest, and then that other biome, and then the fortress. So that is the way we get to our fortress. In the end, we did get to it and got the blaze rods. I will show you guys a clip now of that. As you can see here, we got 11 blaze rods in the end. I never got any footage of it. I'm really sorry. But that's what we got after we went to the fortress and everything. I would also just like to mention we were changing the full glass blocks out for panes, which I thought looked better and had a person recommend it. So that's what I was doing. And I would also just like mention someone's like messing with my base. Like the rabbit head got moved inside, the lantern on my tower got moved over a bit, and 2 pieces of glass were broken. So either I'm doing stuff and I don't even recognize it, or someone's messing with me. So it's kind of getting a little weird. I'd also just like to mention we did go mining and got a stack and a bit more of iron. I'll show a bit of footage in a moment. But we found a mine shaft and all that. So jumping back in time a little bit to when we started doing some villagers, we actually did some villagers before we went to the nether fortress, but I just thought it made the video move a bit smoother if we did it this way. So we moved to some villagers after that time lapse. If you didn't see in there, we did find a skeleton spawner, and in the next episode, we will definitely be using that skeleton spawner to AFK at it with my second account and get tons and tons of bones and probably make a bone shop out there, because who doesn't want bone meal? So like you guys saw at the beginning, we got tons and tons of baby villagers right in this clip, and in the next clip it'll explain a bit and do a bit of a check-in of where we are with villagers. So let's go view that. We've actually gotten done a lot of work. It may look like a lot, but it actually went by pretty quickly. It took about 20 minutes. So we got each and every villager inside a cell with this trapdoor. We actually found a glitch. They were glitching out through the roof, and it was really weird. But we had these trapdoors here in the top. So I have an example here. So this one, he has his trapdoor and his thing. So that's how each and every one of them is going to be. We just don't have their job sites yet. But what we need to do next is for every villager needs a bed. So what we're going to do is yeah. So we have to dig down here 2 blocks, and then at every villager's feet, and then place a bed. If we see green sparkles, then that's good. It's not gonna do exactly the same villager, but if we place as many beds as we have villagers, then it'll still equal up the same. So that's what we need to really do next. So when we get that done, we'll notify you guys, and then after that, we need to start getting all of the work stands for them, and then after that, then we need to zombify one, and then of course we then finish. So this one already has a bed now. Adam, just leave a hole there. We'll fill it in later. So we have to do that for each and every villager. Fill in a bed. I'm gonna do some calculations. We didn't get to 50 villagers. We got to 40, I think. Just because we started putting them in cells, and then we realized that we can't breed them when they're in their cells. So yeah. So we're gonna do that, and I'll get you back when we're done. And that, sadly, is how far we got in this episode. We got all the villagers with beds, actually, and we didn't have all of the villagers we needed. We had to bring some out of their cells, breed them, and get to 40. We're just going to do 40 villagers instead of 50, but that's still a ton of villagers if you've ever done villagers. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll get all of our villagers and workstations and zombify them with the blaze rods and make the potions and stuff. We will also be making that bone farm from that skeleton spawner. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. And please like, comment, and subscribe. So goodbye.